Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified health provider before engaging in any physical activity that may cause or aggravate a condition or injury. We want you safe and feeling good. Hi, welcome to week 2 of Primal 7's knee series. I'm Jenna Ellis, physical therapist for Primal 7. The purpose of this video is to improve flexibility that's limiting the knee joint, re-educate muscles surrounding the knee to work properly, and finally, putting these together to achieve full range of motion of the knee with proper movement mechanics. We will continue with 5 exercises and build on what we learned last week. Our training format is changing from timed holds to repetitions, and our focus is now on maintaining proper posture and alignment while moving through new ranges of the exercise. Our band will be set an inch or 2 above the ankle, the rings will be locked, and the safety covers will be pulled up over the band release levers. The purpose of preparation is first to make a quick alignment check and make sure you're stacking all the joints of the body correctly for efficient movement. Second, to increase range of motion in all the areas we're going to train. And finally, to improve circulation so that our body is warm and ready to move. In this sequence, we will use 2 exercises. The first is the hamstring stretch to create flexibility and space in the back of the leg. The second is the single leg alternating march to help muscle coordination and balance while working on proper walking mechanics. Let's start with the hamstring stretch. To set up for the hamstring stretch, it's helpful to place your left foot underneath you with the toes slightly turned out. Then you'll place your right heel in the band, keeping your body nice and upright. Grab green and push your heel out until you feel a nice stretch in the back of your leg. We'll hold for 3 seconds and repeat 5 times on the left and then 5 times on the right. It's also helpful to hold your hands gently behind the straps and to push out with your hands to get a nice extra stretch. It's also helpful to focus about 10 feet in front of you on an object for balance. After you're done with the hamstring stretch, bring your feet back to the ground and then you'll walk straight out with the band around your chest to start the march. To perform the march, come into the band and set your primal lean. Abs in nice and tight, butt squeeze nice and tight as well. From here, you'll lift up your left foot about an inch off the ground, hold for a second, then replace. You'll repeat on the right leg then. You're going to repeat 5 times each leg. Make sure when you're doing this, you continue to keep your butt tight and your abs in nice and tight so that your back does not bow. It's also helpful to pick an object about 10 feet in front of you to help some focus. Also, this feels like walking up and down stairs. When you're standing on that one leg, make sure you squeeze your butt nice and tight and think about keeping your hips level so that they don't dip. After you're done, you'll either go back for another round of hamstring stretch or turn around with the band underneath your shoulders to get ready for the squat. In the first Foundations video, we practiced holding perfect alignment in end positions. Our goal was to connect this perfect alignment to things you do in everyday life. In this video, we will repeatedly move between start and end positions and practice maintaining alignment while moving. Our goal is to see how your body feels and behaves while moving. In preparation phase, we dynamically opened up the back of the knee and created space, and also activated our glute muscles to keep our hips balanced and level. In this sequence, we will use the squat to dynamically open up the hips and strengthen the lower body, and also a bridge to strengthen the lower body and also activate your core muscles. We begin with the squat for 5 reps. To set up for the squat, your feet will be about shoulder width apart. Feet and toes can be slightly pointed out. Come into your primal lean, abs are nice and tight, squeezing your butt. You'll sit your hips back like you're sitting into a chair or sitting onto a step. Eyes will be pointed at the anchors. We will perform 5 reps. Make sure that you're staying up nice and tall and that your shoulders and your upper body aren't coming forward. If you feel like the band is pulling you forward, all you have to do is readjust your feet by going a half step or a step closer to the rings. After you're done, stand back up, come out of the band, and you'll be sitting on the floor to set up for the bridge. To get set up for the bridge, you'll place both feet in the band and lay down flat. After that, hands are going to go at your side, squeeze your butt and your belly nice and tight, and you'll lift your bottom up off the ground. You'll repeat this for 5 reps. After 5 reps is done, you'll either stand back up to do another round of training, or stand back up and get ready for restoration, which is the quad stretch. The purpose of restoration is to cool down and give the muscles we worked a chance to relax. It also helps improve flexibility and carries it over into everyday tasks. In this sequence, we will use a quadriceps stretch to improve flexibility in the front of your thigh. An added bonus of improved quadriceps flexibility is your kneecap will sit better in your patellar groove, lessening stress and strain at your knee. Let's move on to the quadriceps stretch with a chair for 10 seconds each leg. To set up for the quad stretch, bring a chair in front of you for balance. You might have to adjust the band up a little bit higher depending on the amount of stretch you want to get. You'll center the left leg underneath you and then place the right foot in the band. Your knees will be parallel to each other. Squeeze the right butt cheek, abs in nice and tight, and raise your right arm. We want to see a 10-second hold. After 10 seconds, remove the right foot and then switch with the left. It's also helpful to pick an object about 10 feet out in front of you to focus on. Remember, abs in nice and tight, squeeze your butt, and look forward. You should feel a nice stretch in the front of your thigh. With the restoration complete, take some time and look back at how last week compared with this week. Did you feel more confident in your movements? And were you able to maintain proper alignment as you went through each exercise? Our emphasis on alignment and balance is continued training for your knees, your hips, and your brain. In the next series, we will continue to focus on balance and alignment, but also coordination and capacity, increasing how much you challenge yourself in your training. Remember, you can refer back to any part of the series at any time. The focal points continue to matter regardless of what mode of exercise you're using, whether it be with the Primal 7 unit or anywhere else. Awesome job today, and I'll see you next week.